Hello and welcome to the Student Leadership News. I am Emmanuel Hernandez, and thank you to all the people who participated in the Spirit Week. Up next, Melissa will talk about events.
Thank you, Emmanuel, for that introduction, and a special thank you to all the people who participated in Spirit Week, and especially to those who shared their pictures with us. Here are some pictures. We really appreciate all the support. In future events, remember to tag us in all of your pictures on Instagram by tagging @leadership.yoka. We have 3 reminders. The first reminder is draw and guess. You can join Leadership Team Beta Wednesday, November 4th, 2020 at 3 to 3:35 in Draw and Guess. This will be played on Sketchful.io, where the game gives you a word to draw and the rest of the players have to guess the word you chose. You can participate in this event by putting the ID and password shown on the screen. Our next reminder is Scavenger Hunt. You can join Leadership Team Phi in Scavenger Hunt on November 10th, 2020 from 3 to 4. They will announce ordinary objects in your house. Each round will get harder. You can join Phi's Zoom with the following information on the flyer seen on screen. Our next reminder is Kahoot Trivia. You can join Leadership Team Phi on Zoom Friday, November 13th from 3:30 to 4:30, where they will test your trivial knowledge on soccer, Fortnite, and many other topics. You can join using the following information on the flyer seen on the screen. Please make sure to carefully look at the login information as we have made some changes. We hope that you can join us so we are more inclined to create more fun activities for you. That's all for events and activities. Back to you, Emma.
Thank you, Melissa, for telling us about the events that are coming up, including the Kahoot Trivia and the Scavenger Hunt. Up next is Haiti, who's going to tell us about clubs and announcements.
Thank you, Manuel, for that introduction. Today I will be introducing some of the clubs that are available. First, we have our club that meets every Tuesdays from 2:30 to 3:15 with Mr. Portis. Next, we have French Club that meets on Tuesdays from 2:30 to 3:15 with Miss Tassi. Bookworm Studies Club that meets every Wednesday from 2:30 to 3:15 with Miss Tassi. GSA that meets every Thursdays with Miss Chushita from 2:30 to 3:15. Game Club that meets every Fridays from 2:30 to 3:15 with Miss Wool and Miss Jobwicks. We know that socializing has been difficult lately, but we want to thank these teachers for giving us students a place to meet new people. If you have any pictures you would like us to show on our student news or want to share them with the yearbook with Miss Jobwicks, please feel free to send them to leadership.yoka@gmail.com. Let's make sure to document our journey through this COVID year. Unfortunately, Team Delta couldn't come today, but I will be doing the teacher interview for the week. Can you tell us what is your name and your role in our yoga community?
Hi, I am Miss Nicholas, and I am a teacher at YOKA, and this is my first year. And I do need to specify that this is my Halloween costume. So when we go back in person, you're never gonna see this again. Please don't expect this magnificent hair all of the time.
Are there any embarrassing teaching moments you're willing to share? If so, what are they?
I have quite a few embarrassing moments as a teacher stories, none of which I actually want to share, but I am feeling a bit in the Halloween spirit, so I will share one. So I used to teach elementary school, and I have a bad habit of losing my to-go coffee containers, like the nice ones, like kind of look like this. So I started to buy, you can go to Starbucks and buy these like really cheap $1 plastic to-go containers. I'll show you a picture. So I ended up buying a bunch of these because they're $1, and so I could lose them, I could forget them at school, and it really wasn't a big deal. But I ended up with all of my coffee cups looking exactly the same. So one day I was at school, it was the afternoon, I had my afternoon coffee, we were doing math time, and I take a drink of my coffee, I put it down in the front of the class, and the students are working, so I walk through the class, and I end up at another portion of the room, and I take my coffee cup again, and I take a drink of it, and it wasn't my coffee cup. Well, it was my coffee cup, but it was my coffee from the week before, and it was like moldy and sour. So I had this mouth full of like moldy, disgusting coffee, and I'm the teacher, and so the students are all looking at me, and I can't just like spit it out where I am, and there isn't a sink in the classroom. So I had to figure out how to get rid of like the moldy, gross coffee in my mouth as fast as I could. So I like quickly walked to my classroom door, and I opened up the door, and thankfully the room didn't like end in the hallway, it was outside. So I like kind of went around the door so the students couldn't see what I was doing, and I spit out my coffee, and I walked back in, and I pretended like everything was normal. I was so embarrassed. So I thought for sure the kids noticed, but the way they were acting, it was a busy day. I don't think they figured it out. But I learned my lesson. I took those like really cheap plastic containers, and I started decorating them with Sharpie. That way I could tell the difference, and I wouldn't end up accidentally drinking a week-old coffee ever again.
What do you find the most frustrating about teaching online school?
I miss being around people. I became a teacher because I like being around people. So it's frustrating to not be around students and not to be around other teachers. That's probably the best part about teaching. There's like an energy that you get when you're on school with other people. So it's like nice to be in Zoom land and see all the beautiful faces, but I really miss being in person and just seeing and talking to everybody.
What advice will you give students to help them manage online school?
This is new for everybody. I feel like I don't have much advice because I'm learning as we go too. So I'll tell you the advice that I give myself, which comes from the movie Finding Nemo, and it comes from the character Dorothy. If you haven't seen that movie, this is a picture of her. And she gives this advice that when things get hard, just keep swimming. So I've actually told myself this in my head before, like when things get hard, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. So my advice for students is to just keep swimming, keep going. Things are hard, but we're not gonna be like this for forever. So don't give up if you're feeling tired and frustrated, just keep swimming. And I've actually like pulled up the like clip from Finding Nemo before to watch her say, just keep swimming, and I tell myself that too.
Thank you so much for taking your time to help leadership. We know you're very busy, but you still decided to help us. If any teachers are interested, please see Mr. Gutierrez. We are all interested in learning about you. Thank you. Back to you, Manuel.
Thank you, Haiti, for telling us about all the clubs that we should probably join. And thank you for all those teachers who chose to join the teacher interviews. Up next is Paula, who's going to tell us about school-wide announcements.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Now we have academic announcements. Attention 8th graders, believe it or not, days are passing and the year is only getting closer to culmination where you will go off to high school. But first, please make sure to complete the Zone of Choice application starting now up until November 20th. This is where you rank the high schools that are in your zone of choice by going to apply.lasd.net. If you have any questions, you can contact Ms. Delao or Ms. Estrada through the counselor's page. Feel free to pause the video to view the flyer. Don't forget, there are many tutoring programs that fit your preference. Is there a specific subject you need help with? We got you. You prefer doing online tutoring or maybe in person? We got you too. There's no excuse, so take advantage of these opportunities. We have Saturday Ingenuity, make up any D's, F's, and U's with Mr. Galvan from 9 to 12 p.m. We have ELA, ELD, and math tutoring with various teachers on Tuesday through Thursday. It will be on 2:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. on Zoom with appropriate details. In-person one-on-one tutoring with teachers and classroom mates will be on Monday 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Tuesday through Friday it will be on 2:30 to 3:30 p.m. Call the school or go to the school website to make an appointment. PE tutoring with the PE department will be on Tuesdays through Fridays from 2:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Virtual or in-person, but you must be tested before coming in. Any in-person meetings require proof of negative COVID test results. If you missed the pop-up COVID testing at Roybal Learning Center this Saturday, October 31st, you can schedule an appointment through LUSD by going to achieve.lusd.net/COVID testing APPT. And now we have birthdays. Miss Sushida's birthday is on November 3rd. Happy birthday. Thanks to Miss Hom, we realized it is a great idea to include students' birthdays too. I mean, it's students' news, right? Next week, on November 4th, we have Diogo Rodriguez's birthday. And on November 7th, we have Brandon Torres' birthday. In the future, if anyone would like us to give you a shout out, please advise us or let us know 1 week before. Through our email, which is leadership.yoka@gmail.com, or Instagram at leadership.yoka. That is all. Back to you, Emmanuel.
Thank you, Paula, for telling us about all those staff and student birthdays. I also think that it's very cool that we are including student birthdays next to the staff's birthdays. And now it's student news for students. Thank you very much and have a happy week.
Hello there, Yoka Dragons. It is Halloween weekend, so I had no choice but to present myself as John Wick today. Let's make this a little dramatic. Thank you so much for watching our student news again. We are very happy and proud of the work that these kids are getting together. If only you knew the hard work that our students are putting in behind the scenes on our period 4 leadership. There's a lot of things, a lot of activities that we're trying to do to get the community involved, even when we are online. It is a little bit difficult, so the way that we have these activities, we're hoping that you can join us in these Zoom activities. That way we are more inclined and more excited about doing these kinds of activities for you all. Appreciate those parents who are interacting with us on the Instagram post as well as the leadership Gmail. So we do ask that you continue to go back and forth, give us some feedback. What is something that you would like to see? We would like to have a student news for students, by students. So thank you so much. So again, be the thread to knit our community together.